It is always game day in Cleveland. My name is Andy Baskin. His name is Daryl Ryder, and we are brought to you locally by our good friends at Bryant and Smiley One. That's right. They're a great combination together when it comes to heating and cooling, and they are Northeast Ohio's premier heating and cooling solution. Daryl, we are one day removed from our great podcast of yesterday where we broke down the game and had all the aspects of the Browns and Rams that you needed to know. Kevin Stefanski coming back today and on Monday, and when he was asked the question, is Joe Flacco your quarterback? He said, I'm not ready to answer on Monday. So I'm not going to answer any questions on Monday.
Yeah, that's Kevin being Kevin. He does not answer quarterback questions on Mondays, at least when it comes to his starting quarterback. We'll probably know on Wednesday or Friday. If he doesn't make the announcement Wednesday, then that means it comes on Friday. But they know who the quarterback is.
Well, let's just say they think DTR is getting out of concussion protocol. Is he a quarterback?
They knew who the quarterback is.
Okay, you can say that. I'm asking you, Daryl.
No, it's not.
There's no way. Even if he comes out of concussion protocol, they don't about face on this.
No.
Why are you so confident in your answer?
Because I've watched DTR play, and it's painful to watch.
Yeah, but Daryl, you're not making the decisions they are. That's the problem. So I need you to think like they do,
I am.
like you do.
I am. They saw Joe Flacco throw it like 45 times. He's their type of quarterback. Like DTR.
So let me ask you. So why didn't they go to Flacco earlier in the season? He's been sitting on the bench. I mean, he's been sitting at home. Why did they wait this long to go get him?
Because they invested a draft pick in DTR, and they didn't think that they were going to lose Deshaun Watson for the year, and that's why. But there's no way that they can go back to DTR unless Joe Flacco gets hurt. Like, Joe Flacco can throw to every level of a defense. He showed that in Los Angeles against the Rams, that he can make every throw on the field. And that's Kevin Stefanski's type of guy. DTR can't. Let's just be honest about it. DTR is a good kid, got a big upside, future, whatever, but he can't do it right now. We've seen that. Like, it is a struggle with him at quarterback. Whereas it didn't feel like it was a struggle with Joe Flacco. It started out really, really easy, which, good for Joe. Then, obviously things got real as the game went on.
Right.
But, as I look at the numbers of what Flacco was able to do, it's really hard to make a case to go back to DTR. It really is. And so I think that Kevin Stefanski knows what he wants to do a quarterback, or what they're going to do a quarterback. He's just sticking to his own processes and schedule when it comes to revealing that.
Does it? I mean, but the team knows what they're going to do, right? The players know what they're going to do, right?
Yeah. I think the players will probably know on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Does it matter? Does it matter to the players?
It should. It should.
So if it matters to the players, why not just come out and announce it on Monday? Why do we play this game?
That's not how Kevin Stefanski does things. And the reason I don't get on Kevin Stefanski for doing the things the way he does them, Andy, is because we could have Bill Belichick, who doesn't answer any questions these days. You know what I mean? Like, Kevin will at least give you an answer. He might not tell you what you want to know or what you want to hear or whatever, but he'll at least give you an answer when you ask him a question. Whereas Bill Belichick, he tells you nothing. It's just the way Kevin likes to do things. And I get it. I understand. But we have to, and he also knows that we have to keep asking, right? Like, he understands we have to keep asking. But yeah, I think that they know it's going to be Joe Flacco. It should be Joe Flacco going forward. And, DTR can be the number 2 QB.
What was your take on Amari Cooper and his answer on Amari Cooper being injured?
Oh, I mean, concussions are unpredictable. There's no timetable with them.
Yeah.
Marquise Goodwin's been out for, I've lost track of the weeks. I think it's been 3 weeks now that he's been out with a concussion. So there's no timetable for it. So they got to find a way to throw David Njoku the ball more than 3-4 times a game.
But doesn't David need to hang on to the ball too? I mean, he's had the dropsies for the last couple of weeks.
Well, he has, but they threw it to him 6 times. He caught 2 of them for 17 yards. But if you can throw it to Elijah Moore 12 times and he only catches 4 of them, why can't you throw more to David Njoku?
So as you sit there and look at some of these numbers, are you still surprised that they threw the ball as much as they did yesterday? I understand the numbers got padded at the end of the game because they had to throw, but still, I mean, it's double again here, passes to runs.
Well, I mean, that was going to be my third question if I was able to get it in today, which I wasn't. And it was going to be about the run pass ratio and what is the happy medium. I went back through my stack here of game books from the season and checked. It seems like 35 is the magic number for the Browns for
passing.
For passes.
Although the last 3 weeks, it's been over 40 in every game.
I understand that. I'm explaining to you.
I'm listening. You know what you said, 35. I'm just adding my 2 cents in there.
I feel like 35 is the happy medium. 35 passes, the rest of it runs. The reason it got so bent out of shape last week in Denver is because the game got a little out of shape at the end. Same thing Sunday in Los Angeles. I don't think that they go in thinking we're going to have the quarterback throw it 40 to 45 times. I really don't believe that. But the score being what it is, and I still come back to not so much the run pass breakdown. I come back to, I think yesterday, Kevin Stefanski lost faith in the defense. Because, and that's why I asked him what I did. Hey, is this defense just out of gas? You did not play field position. You went ahead and went for it. And that's what put the game away. You didn't, complete the pass on 4th down and, whatever. But he lost faith in the defense on Sunday.
First time all year, you think?
Yeah, that's a little troublesome.
Yeah.
That is troublesome. Because he has to know in that situation, if we don't pick this up, they're putting points on the board. Okay. Even with having the 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning in the pocket, they put points on the board. It goes from a 1-possession game to a 2-possession game. I'm not getting 2 possessions with no timeouts in less than 2 minutes, unless you're the New York Jets against the Cleveland Browns.
Right.
But that is where that game was decided. They had a shot. I still say they should have flipped the field, punt it away. Trust the defense is going to get the 3 and out. You bang your 2 or 3 timeouts there. Maybe you come on the backside of the 2-minute warning with an extra timeout to use for an offensive possession. But I just think that's where that game was lost, and he lost faith in the defense. And that's a bad sign. That's not a great sign. Now, I understand why he lost faith in the defense. At the time, they were about 250 yards passing allowed. The run defense wasn't as sound as it had been. And, Matthew Stafford at times looked like vintage Matthew Stafford.
He did.
Just like at times, Joe Flacco looked like vintage Joe Flacco. But the fact that he did not put that game back in the hands of the defense and trust them to get the ball back, and he went for it at his own 30, that is the first red light going off. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And hopefully Denzel Ward comes back this week. Hopefully Myles Garrett can be feeling better with the shoulder, because he was ineffective. And I'm not criticizing Myles, but that's just the reality. He was virtually ineffective. and his teammates around him were ineffective against that Rams offensive line. They could not get to Matthew Stafford. Went back and watched this morning. Myles Garrett was treated like Joe Thomas used to treat edge rushers, where he'd just take them and just steer them around the quarterback, just walk them right all the way around the quarterback. Okay, Myles ran, I think, 8 miles during that game, and he had nothing to show for it. No tackles. I think he got credit for 1 quarterback pressure, if I remember correctly. I looked that up because I want to be fair to him.
Well, here, do this, Daryl, because we got to take a break and we're coming back. So I want to ask you about that. I also want to there was a weird thing about Deshaun Watson that came up all day today. I'm going to bring that up when we come back. It's always game day in Cleveland.